Hope y'all are doing well. My car is rapidly getting hot. It is a very hot day. Also, I got like pink pants on. Like Ross Geller says on the one where he gets found out to be Rachel's baby dad. I see that there are a couple people on here. What's up, everybody? I'm sure more will be joining later as we continue. What's up, Ethan? Okay, I've got quite a setup today because my phone is really low in batteries, so doing something a little bit different today. Not a ton of space here, but whatever, it's fine. Can y'all hear me? More people are joining. Nice. Oh yeah, more people will show up. It's fine. We never start out with everyone in the live stream. What's up, Corey? How you doing? I hope it's not too windy. It is a fairly windy-ish day, but I have my windscreen on today, so I hope that's better than sometimes. But one way or another, we be walking today. What do you think about Lightning Rod's new lift? I have not seen anything about it. I don't know everything about every coaster. I keep up on some of the news, but not all of it. So there's some stuff I'm definitely uncertain about. What's up? There's some more people joining us. How y'all doing, everybody? What do you think of Lightning's new lift? Sound off in the comments for me. All I saw was slow on that lift. How's it going? It's going well. Hope I'll see you though this year if you do come to Cedar Point. I'll definitely be there at some point. I need to have about 12,000 steps, I think, today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back because I left my other phone there, and that other phone in the car, and that other phone can give me how many steps I need to take. So, sorry, we're retracing my footsteps. How you guys all doing? Lightning Rod used to have a high-speed LSM launch at the beginning, if you didn't know. Lightning Rod's beginning got replaced by a lift, but after that, everything's basically the same. New trains. So nice here. Just want to go to a park now to ride coasters. Yeah, same thing here. It's beautiful today. It's like I would be a fool to not go for a walk today. Although, apparently tomorrow is going to be nicer and I won't go for a walk tomorrow because I have my daughter. But today, it's the perfect day to do it. Got a whole bunch of steps done. But I think I got like maybe 7,000 steps, something like that, done today so far. And the goal is 20,000. So I wish Cedar Point was open. I always wish Cedar Point was open. Although in the dead of winter, it would not be good. Also, I'm gonna every once in a while swipe off for just a second so that I can get an idea of how well this phone is charging. Yeah, we're still losing battery power. That's annoying. It's charging, but it's still losing battery power. So we'll see how long we can get this thing to last. Unless we do another one with the other phone. There was nothing in the old Mac Shack last season, and they didn't say anything about any new food offerings this season at Winter Chill Out, and people specifically asked about it. So I'm assuming nothing will go in there, unfortunately. I'd love it if something would, but I think that's probably not in the cards for us. So, all right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the best drops on coasters. Any coaster that you've ridden, of course, mostly Cedar Point, because that's usually what this channel centers around, but we can talk any other parks that you really enjoy. So, what drops are your favorites? That'll be something for us to talk about. Of course, we don't have to only talk about that. We can talk about lots of things, but that's one thing we can talk about. So sound off if you guys have any thoughts. Maverick's drop. Gemini's drop surprised me a lot. Just a little bit. It'll be piece by piece. Jeremiah. Let's see what else you guys have said. Mavericks. Live stream. You too. Maverick's drop is probably my favorite. Gemini's drop surprised me a lot. Maverick's drop is amazing the way it bucks you. They should add more burger places. Actually, low-key, I think that's probably not a bad idea for something that's like an upscale kind of a burger. So there really isn't a place for that at Cedar Point. So yeah, I mean, not a terrible thought, actually. The first drop on Gatekeeper. Iron Gwazi has the best drop that I've ridden. I felt like Iron Gwazi's drop had kind of a sharpness to it that was very different from the other drops I've done. And then also paired with Iron Gwazi just feels really open. Coaster rider, are you a coaster enthusiast? Short answer is kind of. The long answer is not really. I'm more of a theme park enthusiast. I love theming, I love animatronics, I love the experience of being in a theme park. It's not so much about the coasters for me, but the coasters are a massive part of that and something that I really enjoy, especially when you come to Cedar Point a lot. So, because I go to Cedar Point often. So, yes and no. I don't know. Take that for what it's worth, I guess. Going to Hershey for my first time this summer. My opinions will change. I do love dives, but only in the front. So I don't really mind a dive either way. Whether I'm in the middle or the back, I always find it fun no matter what. Steve, Millie, Magnum, and of course T22 before, but it should still be the same. Yeah, so I mean, obviously all of those are very good drops. One thing I love is the Magnum drop, but not the first Magnum drop. It's the second Magnum drop that really gets to me. I love how it's just such a fast, or how you're already at the top, you're already very high, you get that view of the beach. Again, talk about kind of theming and what things are like for me. But it's just such a beautiful experience being up there, and then you go off to the side kind of and go down by the beach. And that's just, it's very pretty, it's thrilling. As you go off to the side, you get some great views of the lake. And you also get kind of a weird off-kilter experience by feeling like you're kind of falling off to the side. So I like all of that. That's part of the reason why Magnum is fun, despite it being also a little bit terrible. Kind of beats you up quite a bit. But it's still a fun ride, even despite that. Man, it's so hot, and it's cool with the air, which means it's perfect for cooling off while you're like sweating. Then you end up sweating more. It's the perfect situation. Feels nice to have my shirt open though, because then I'm not crazy hot. And maybe I can get a little bit of sun too. What's up, Kenneth? If you rename Top Thrill 2, what would it be? Anything else. I mean, just... There we go. Sorry, guys. What happened? It didn't like me down there by the river. Oh, no. I definitely disagree with that. Mythic. It has the best bunny hills, too. Those bunny hills are awful. I hate them so much. They hurt because the whole time you're just like this, back and forth. And it's terrible for me. That is not something that I'm a fan of at all. If I'm still glitched, you guys aren't going to know, or you guys aren't going to be able to tell me, but Am I still glitched? Okay. There's someone else talking. The lake is part of what makes the park amazing. Oh, absolutely. And the lake is the reason why I firmly believe there's not like ever a way that Cedar Point will just become a place that people stop going to. It's always going to be a place that people enjoy. But it was not a place, but I mean, obviously there's still things that I don't like about it, or that Cedar Point, I feel, could improve on certain things. But of course that's going to be the case. It's the case with all of us. We all have things we can improve on. I can improve my internet quality, although I'm not quite sure how, but thought I got the best quality there was, so. I'm going to Cedar Point for the first time in May. Any tips? I will be staying at Breakers. I'm going for 2 days. So, Coaster Rider, did you buy... I need more information. Did you buy a pass? Did you buy 2 individual tickets for each day? And then also, like, I'm assuming you're parking at Breakers. You will be able to get early entry at Breakers, so use that definitely while you're there. Regardless of whether you have a pass, use that early entry time. And make sure you find a day. I bought 2 tickets for each day. Okay. So make sure you find a little bit of time to hang out on the beach. Even if it's like after the park closes, that's fine. A ticket for each day. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so make sure you use a little bit of time for when the park closes. Kenneth, I'm not sure what pass holder meeting you're talking about. TT2 event? I guess you're talking about the pass holder. It's like, is it like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday event that they're having this summer? Or this spring, I guess. In late, in May, I guess. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not totally sure if I'll be going to that or not. I have it on my calendar, and I want to go, but I don't know if I can. Are you going? Yes, okay. Yeah, I'll be going to that event. It's almost like a pass holder preview. So yes, I'll definitely be going to that. What about you? Are you going to it? Same week I'm going to Carowinds. I'll try to squeeze in a day. Oh, cool. Oh, Top Thrill 2. Yeah, probably Wicked Dragster. I'd probably name it something like that. It's a very nice thing. I'm excited to ride it, but I do feel like the name is just, it's a bad name. Anything else, like Dragster 2 even would have been better. Top Thrill 2, like, I don't know anyone who called Top Thrill Dragster Top Thrill. They called it Dragster. They called it Yeah, usually dragster or Top Thrill dragster, but it's always centered around that part of the name. So I feel like that's not a particularly great way to do it. Let's see how much more I need to walk today. Okay, just got 10,800 steps. So now we're going to be going down to go see a couple other things too. Really today we're not really touring Fort Wayne at all. We're just getting as many steps in a nice area as we can. W10,000. We haven't gotten to 10,000, have we? I don't think we're at 10,000. The name sucks, that's why I always abbreviate. Yeah, TT2. How about Dragster's Revenge? Ooh, I like that better. But see, that's the thing. Like, I think I would like pretty much anything better. You guys want to see my shirtless brother here? Don't we look exactly the same? Look at that. It's like we're twins. Yes, so cool. The shirtless Avenger strikes again. What's up, R&R Coasting? How you guys doing? Is anyone up to anything fun today? Or is anyone on a walk right now? Are we walking together? Enjoying this beautiful day. There's that yellow belly. Hopefully it'll be less yellow and a bit more red from an Irish tan. So that's the only thing my skin can get. Took one earlier, got some steps in. I'm going bowling. Ooh, bowling, that's fun. Yeah. I'm not sure what that reference, Rob. Irish tan, okay, gotcha. We love an Irish tan. Now I am thinking about going down to the deck today at some point and grabbing a drink. Yes, live stream. Nobody, none of you guys are on it. Unless you want to be, you can be. Just don't get a ticket for indecent exposure. That's not gonna happen. This is not indecent. I'm fine. Do they only give tickets for indecent exposure? I thought they did a lot worse than that. I don't know though, I've never tried. Fort Waynians, I miss them. We're just kind of walking wherever we can today. This is what I used to do. I used to actually walk through the park and literally hit every part of the path. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do it today. So, just don't try it, Trent. Don't worry, I'm not gonna try it. So here's where I am right now. And then I can go to workout, which is what I like to do. And then start a workout. And it just starts an outdoor walk. I think there are other workouts I can do too, but it'll track every step, and then it shows me where I've been walking, and it just keeps on showing where my steps actually are going. So that's part of the fun of it for me, because then it'll show me exactly where I've been and what I've been doing at the park. Gotta walk with the what? Walk the 05. Oh, okay. Were you in the 05, Rob? Don't drop your phone. You don't want to lose that. Nah, I have two of them. That's my old phone. It's actually now kind of my daughter's. Basically like for games for her and stuff. So I'm gonna go next. Nah, I live in California. I swear, that is the way things work. People live in Fort Wayne and then go to California. I don't know why that's the case, but it seems like that happens a lot. Are you cold? No, it's way too warm. It's a nice warm day. Apparently not everyone thinks so. I've seen some people in coats. That's not what I'm feeling at all. Right over here, there's a skating rink. I think they're closing it down now, but it's been warm enough they have to be. Now I'm literally sweating right now. Like my arms are sweating because I can't have them uncovered right now. So it's freezing here. Where are you? Where are you that's freezing right now? Pennsylvania? Okay. Yeah, I've been there as a kid. Where am I at? Aren't our coasting, don't you know? I'm in Fort Wayne. For some reason, it doesn't want me to move. It's across the street here. So I think if they're open, I'm gonna go down to the deck later. That'll be probably after I walk the park right here. So I'm gonna walk every part of the park. Should be really fun. My word, I don't know what's happening. There, man. It's a long light. Ooh, this is cool. I always like it when these gates are open. We're gonna go into this park. I've only gotten to come in here for they had a food truck festival in here one time. They've had a couple things for different festivals. I've never even seen I've never seen a concert in here even. I've seen lots of concerts over there. They had they had a rap concert there this last year. They've had a whole bunch of different stuff, but in here they don't usually. In a town called Shamokin right now. Right by Knobel's Amusement Park. Ever been there? I'd love to, but I haven't. I know that. Okay. Well, I was confused because you said, yeah, where are you at? Melissa and Bob say hi. They're getting ready to go Instacarting. They're getting their steps in that way, yeah. I didn't do that. I did, what's the other one? Shop something. Same idea though. But yeah, you definitely get in your steps. It's also stressful because you have like a limited amount of time to find all the groceries. It's like doing the Price is Right, but you don't get as much money. No, not the Price is Right. What's the one I'm thinking of? Shop till you drop, but you don't get as much money from it. Does anyone remember Shop Till You Drop? Am I just an old man? Maybe both. Oh, good. We're now at 38%. We were at 32, then I started it. Now we're at 30, and then 38%. So that's good. Man, it's such a pretty day. It's the perfect day to sit on a balcony or to go for a walk. You like grilled cheese? Of course I like grilled cheese. There's actually a food truck here in Fort Wayne that's all like gourmet grilled cheese stuff with like bacon and tomatoes and different pickles or whatever you want to put on it. It's really good. Rob, are you a grilled cheese fan? It's going to be beautiful this weekend when we go to Winter Chill Out at Dorney. Are you going to definitely be filming R&R coasting? Because I want to see what you guys do. So right now, you can see on here where we've been so far. Our group is at 1 o'clock. And we'll be doing a lot more than just that. So we'll walk around all of the different park paths up here and just fill it in. To me, it's like the adult version of coloring. Like I get to color by moving my body and using my body to color in all of the pathways. So that's the fun thing for me about it. Yes, most definitely. Are you live streaming or are you filming? And then like editing it all together. Does anyone else have a favorite drop on a coaster that they would like to talk about? Tell me what it's like, because some of them I probably have not ridden. I've ridden a few different rides. Wasn't even Hershey. Where was it? I went to Dorney Park. I went to Kennywood. Actually, Kennywood, Steel Curtain. That is a doozy of a ride, definitely. King Dakar. Has anyone else ridden King Dakar? I've never ridden it. It does sound really fun. I love the little airtime hill that they have. also on it. That just looks really fun. I was hoping Top Thrill would end up doing a similar type of thing, but they did not. 465 feet, man, that sounds ridiculous. I mean, 420 is huge, let alone 465. We're possibly staying at a hotel, Howard Johnson, outside of Dorney, like Wolf Inn for Cedar Point. So there's going to be 2 vids. I just hope nothing terrible happens to you there. Can't do live stream, don't have enough subs. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, but we're excited to see it. I think I am going to plan to live stream a little bit from opening day at Cedar Point, because usually I end up walking around anyway, just trying to get stuff done, and I need to. That's cool. That is an apartment. These windows right behind me, I was thinking that was like a business, but those are apartments. And then they lean out straight into this pool. So like your back door, I guess, takes you directly out into the pool of this complex. I never knew how cool all of those were. Man, I want one of those. Maybe someday. Someday when YouTube takes off. There's no way I'm living there on a teacher's salary. So I'm thinking that we'll have to live stream from Cedar Point, because I think enough people want to see it anyway. I'll probably put a poll out, though, to see if people would want that or not. But I'm thinking that might be kind of fun. 8 more. Everyone go subscribe to R&R Coasting. There'll be 8 more. Is that until you guys get to 50? Oh, cool. Right there, right here. That place is called Science Central. It's a really fun place for kids. My daughter and I love to go visit it together. It's a fun place to hang out. Yeah, so we'll probably put out a poll, though, to see whether we actually want to go live together or not. But usually I have a whole part of the day that I need to spend anyway, just trying to figure out kind of my bearings at Cedar Point. I walk in and it's a whole new place at a whole new time. I mean, I'll probably try to ride a couple of things early on in the day before it gets too busy. But then after that, I'll probably end up walking around for a little while, just to kind of feel what it's like. A lot of times I don't really do much on the first day. It's like the first day is a time to explore and see what there is to do, I guess, really. So I'm planning on spending time doing that this year. So, I mean, while I'm exploring and just kind of walking around, I think a live stream kind of makes sense during that time. So now I'm here. There's, in this park, there's all these little places. This is way, way, way in. There's this little park here, and it has all of these little walkways. So I'm going to try to walk down every one of them. and highlight them all red. So then I've hit every single one of them. I guess should show it already here. Right there. But I'm going to zoom in even more. Because it shows me every pathway. And then I can get into those. I don't know why this is fun to me, but it is fun to me. It's very satisfying to me. Already at 1,400 steps, huh? I didn't realize we'd walked that much already. Just keep on walking until we've done every single one of them. And I can go down and get a drink. Okay, let's see what y'all have said. So close. Wait till next year when Six Flags opens up. Their new coaster, 647 feet. Yeah, no, it looks amazing though. Like that ride, I would ride that ride 1,000 times, I think. It looks so much fun to me. Also, I love this. I don't know why, but there's something very Pride and Prejudice-y about this. I think it's really cool. What's up, Bessica? Yeah, I'm live. What's up? How you doing? This just makes me think of the place where, like, Darcy told Elizabeth Bennet that he loved her. Also, I am the most manly of all men. That I know that story and I know all the characters very well. It's a good story. Oh. You guys can keep the coasters coming too. You guys have coaster recommendations? 43 now. 7 more. Do you guys have other coaster recommendations with awesome drops? One drop that I love and hate is the Raptor drop, because I swear I'm gonna fall out of that seat every single time. Terrifies me. Also though, for real, I want to plan a trip to go out and ride Flight of the Falcon or Falcon's Flight. I think it's Falcon's Flight, is that right? But I agree with you on your one vid. Love the rant. You nailed it exactly. Thanks. I try to be somewhat fair and balanced, but doesn't mean I don't have my opinion. I definitely have my opinion. Some people would say I have too much of an opinion. And some people would be wrong. Go on the roof of that building. I want a friend that lives up there and I want to party up there. Actually, I have a friend that lives there. Could she let me party up there? I might need to ask her. She's moving out soon, but need to do that. World. Do you think the Platinum Passes will let us go to Six Flags if they merge? Oh, absolutely. Not this season, though. Yes, they'll definitely let you go to Six Flags, but not this season. Next year, I would imagine they'll reevaluate the pricing because it will include more parks. Things would, I'm sure, get much more expensive. Maybe not by a ton. I would think maybe by like $50 per pass, and because you're going to include a lot more parks, but also they're not going to try to drive away everyone. I don't think with price gouging. They're going to want as many people to find it reasonable to buy Six Flags tickets as possible, or Six Flags passes. But this year they haven't reevaluated the costs, so you'll either need to buy a Cedar Point pass or a Six Flags pass for this year. I would love it if that changes, like if they would be like, nah, we'll just let everybody in, like let you all get a taste of both sides of the parks. That'd be a pretty cool perk, but I really don't think that'll happen. And I think they've even said that's not what's going to happen, but I don't have like that on record right now. So I don't want to be like, yes, for sure, there's no way they're going to do that, because I don't really know. But I think they will likely not let you do that this year. So what do you guys think? Are you excited about Six Flags potentially being merged with Cedar Fair? Or does that fill you with horror? More pathways. There's so many still left untouched. Kind of. No horrible horror. I think a lot of theme park fans are really not a fan of this. And I'm not saying that I'm against you at all. I'm not necessarily filled with horror about it, but I'm not really a fan either of them doing that. I definitely like the idea better of competition and of having a lot of competition for the purposes of this. If they can combine resources and then can create parks that could also compete with Universal Studios and Disney, then I'm down for it 100%. But in a way, I almost would have rather that the SeaWorld buyout have happened a couple of years ago than this. Because I feel like SeaWorld would have really changed things, and SeaWorld's also been changing what their plans for parks have been. Like, they're much more much more thrills focused than they ever were before. But because they were all about animals before, but now they've added a new coaster to SeaWorld for the last like 4 years running. Tons of new rides. Like, that's just their new strategy. So the small parks with both are struggling already as it is. My honest opinion, I honestly do not know how to feel about it. I think it's going to be a disaster, to be honest. I'm afraid of cuts of employment as well as ride cuts. parks closing and show cuts. I am sure there will be parks closing. Sure of that. And I'm sure they would lose some money from that. Some of the parks, though, may just be sold off. I could see like Michigan's Adventure being sold off to a smaller person, kind of like someone fairly local, like the people who owned or who bought Indiana Beach, because that's kind of a smaller, lower cost park that's easier to own and maintain, and I think that would be more likely to exist. But kind of depends on the park. Some of them may be too big to sell off, but they would still need to close them for the purposes of costs. So yeah, I mean, I don't like any of that either, because I would rather see Cedar Fair / Six Flags employ a lot of people. But honestly, if this buyout wasn't going to happen, then at least Six Flags, it did seem anyway, like Cedar Fair was on the comeback trail, but Six Flags definitely would be on the what would have to sell off some stuff. So oh, wait a minute. This is where I need to be. I'm looking at my park map here, kind of, with walking stuff. And I'm right along the path, the inner path that I haven't gone down yet. So that needs to happen. Supposed to be a decision in June. Okay, yeah. Not trying to be mean, but the CEO of Six Flags does not know what he's doing. Well, in all fairness, like, the way I look at this anyway, this is a Cedar Point buyout. Cedar Point is the one that's still going to be the stockholder. Cedar Point is the one that is going to be maintaining operations. They do have half their board of directors on both sides. But Cedar Point's the one that's really owning, or Cedar Fair is the one that's really owning it. So that's the one that would really end up taking on the brunt of the needed work and the needed changes. So I at least trust that in it. You're right, because I am not a fan of Six Flags. It seems as though they've driven themselves into the ground for several years now, really. But so there's stuff that they can do to make it better, in my opinion, if they got rid of a lot of the Six Flags stuff. Or, I mean, I'm not saying get rid of like the parks, but a lot of the directing people, like, it seems like those are the ones that are going by the wayside. Yeah, 49% Six Flags, 51% Cedar Fair. Yep. So that's where, but that's also why Six Flags will not have the controlling stake, and also they'll be trading under the Cedar Fair name rather than the Six Flags name. So it's the, what is it, Fun Time? that they trade under, where Six Flags would go away. That just wouldn't exist anymore at all. And instead would be subsumed by the 51% stock of the Cedar Fair stock. So I don't know. I know they still have some like stockholder meetings that they have to do, but we'll see what really happens with it in a little bit. It is Wildcat. What's Wildcat? What are you talking about? All these small parks are watching this very closely, biting nails. Probably. Yeah, I'm sure there is some of that. I don't doubt it that you have some, like maybe even Michigan Adventure. It's like, look, we already have a buyer. Like, just sell us already. You haven't given us any attention. I mean, honestly, that's what I think Michigan Adventure should be feeling. It should be like, look, we haven't had any new rides. You haven't given us any attention. Let us leave. If we leave, then we can improve the park with other people. So, Trent, before it was closed down, did you go experience the old Geauga Lake amusement park? I did. I don't have any memories of it. I wonder if I have any photos of it. I should look those up. Actually, I should also look up. I have a whole bunch of old videos going to theme parks with my family. I should look those up and try to get them onto digital so that then I can share them with you guys. Because it was like we had a blast going to different theme parks and stuff. And they would be very nostalgic videos now. Anyway, Geauga Lake is we went there for SeaWorld when it was in Ohio. So for a while, SeaWorld owned half of it. And then I think they may have even owned all of it for a while. I don't really remember all of the history of it. But they had a park, they had a whole bunch of different things there. And so I went to that as a kid. That was really a fun place. I liked Geauga Lake. I particularly liked SeaWorld. That was obviously the big draw. But that was another part of like SeaWorld buyout happening. Like, it's kind of fun to think like, oh, full circle. SeaWorld used to own a park up here and then they got rid of it. I was not a coaster enthusiast when it closed, or a theme park enthusiast or anything. I wasn't doing anything like this. I didn't even know it happened. Kind of like the majority of the population, they just don't really know what happens or what's happening with theme parks, and so they stop. They just don't worry about it. If something happens and one of them closes, they don't even know that it happened. I think that's the reason though why places like Kings Island and Cedar Point don't close down, because they're lasting brands that a lot of people know about. And when stuff happens at them, it's actually big news, more akin to Disney or Universal. Like, people know about them across the US. They're not just like, Michigan Adventure, what's that? You know, like they don't do that. They're like, yeah, I've heard of that place, even if they live in California. And even if they're not fans of theme parks. I rode Texas Twister when I was a kid, then got moved to KI at Tomb Raider, then moved to another park as King Kong. Yeah, what was that ride? But it looked terrifying from what I've seen. Did it like spin you upside down like 1,000 times? Like, that looks awful. But I swear I remember riding it, because I remember riding a Tomb Raider ride. Tell me what it was. Yeah, okay, it did. Yep. Gotten a ton of this walk done. Still a lot more to hit though. Little pieces. So right there, whole bunch more that still needs to be done. We're back at the Pride and Prejudice part. I remember riding the Mean Streak. Did Mean Streak have a good opening drop? I don't remember. I remember riding it. I remember it rattling my brains out. But I don't remember whether or not it has a really good one or not. It was mean, and yes, it did. Airtime. Mean Streak's drop was like fully trimmed. And a shallow descent probably felt like a ramp. That's true. It really was mean toward the end of its life. Yeah. I remember it hurting. But I was a kid, you know, like kids don't really hurt that much. They can kind of take pretty much any kind of abuse from a roller coaster and not really have it be a problem for them. But adults get on it and they're like, wow, I might die. It's a little bit different when adults get on it. Whew. I'm starting to feel tired, guys. Be interesting to see how far this has actually gone once I get here. Mel said Top Thrill was her big drop and Bob Millennium. What was your first roller coaster? For those of you in the chat. I think one of my first roller coasters would have been Millennium. Too bad, keep walking. You're motivating me to lose my belly. I am motivated. Hey, what's up, Mom Survival? Happy Tuesday. So what was everybody's first coaster? I'm pretty sure mine was Millennium Force, as far as like a first real coaster. But I also remember riding Mamba at Worlds of Fun. That was pretty early on too. As like a sophomore, I think, when I would have ridden that. I do remember, I know I rode not Blue Streak, the Racers at Kings Island when I was a kid, because I remember crying the entire way, and there was one that was forwards and one that was backwards, and I rode the forward one, and I was terrified for the entire time. And then I remember getting done with it and being like, oh wow, okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then it was good after that. So what about yours? Space Mountain. Oh yeah, Space Mountain would have been pretty early too. I guess I didn't think of that as being a coaster in the same way. Barnstormer at Magic Kingdom was my first coaster. I was like 2.5. Yeah. That was my daughter's first one too. She was 3. I'm finally here. What's up, Griffin? Bessica just got back. Hey. Mine was Wildcat at Cedar Point. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a pretty fun one. Were you a kid or were you an adult? Yeah, we got the after work crowd now here, don't we? All of a sudden they just showed up. It's like we were like at 7 people and now all of a sudden we're at 16. I swear after work that's what happens. It's like somewhere along the way they just all of a sudden show up in a drove. Dragon at Adventureland from Corey. Fury 325 Austin says, Fury 325. That's a big coaster to be your very first one. That's crazy. Mom Survival Mel says hi. My first technically was Blue Streak at Connecticut Lake Park. Connecticut Lake Park. But I claim Raptor. My first coaster ride was Gemini back in the 1980s. Wow, Jeremiah, you must have been a really little kid then, though. Because didn't you say you were born in 87, just like me? Wait, mine was Disaster. Disaster Transport. Oh, yeah, Blue Streak at Connecticut. When I was like 4, and it hurt so bad. A really sketchy one at a street fair. I worked at Hershey Park. Okay. Hello. What's up, Coaster Cat? How you doing? Connecticut. Connecticut. That be it. Very first coaster would be the old Orca Express at SeaWorld before they took it out. I was like 3. That's fun. Okay, now I need to check out where I should go to get on the fastest route to finish up all of my pathways. I think I'm gonna need to turn to the left and then turn to the right again. Okay, so we've got a little bit there and then a whole bunch up here that we've got to get finished. So that's where we're headed now. Guys, I'm on a giant walk downtown. I see there's 21 people here. If you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button to Not Your Normal Guy, because we go to theme parks all the time. We're talking about theme parks right now. We're just kind of hanging out on a walk at this point. That's all it is. Downtown, trying to get a little bit of a tan, taking some views of the river, our very muddy river that they're trying to clean up. And we're talking all kinds of different coasters. But we were talking best drops on coaster. We just started talking about the first coasters that we all rode. If you guys want, born in 1967, Trent. In fact, my birthday was February. I thought you said 1987. I must be mixing you up with someone else. Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you by assuming you were a millennial. All right. So anyone else have something that they want to add to the chat? What do you guys like? Oh, Zippin' Pippin' at Bay Beach in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That was your first one, huh? We just watched Zippin' Pippin' recently. We were debating camping at Indiana Beach, but all the reviews say how sketchy it's gotten there. Is that true? Not looking to be in West Side Story. I mean, I don't know that, I haven't been there in a year, so I'm not going to say no necessarily, but I've never seen it be like dangerous at Indiana Beach. I've seen it be kind of not the nicest, like it's not the Ritz. Everything there feels like a church camp, basically, including their like concert venues and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's sketchy. I'd say it's pretty fun. Now, I'm not sure about this last year. Maybe things changed. A lot of more hooliganry has happened in the past couple years. So I could be wrong. That's possible. Okay, there it is. Completely random, but question. What's your favorite food place at Cedar Point? My favorite is still Cedar, or is still the Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill. I love the Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill. I will always love the Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill. Shoot, I missed the spot. Mom survival. I am walking every single path to try to lose my belly. Come on. There's the river. Every single path in Headwaters Park. I missed one right up here at the very top. So that's where we're gonna go right now. But yeah, walking every single pathway at this very pathway heavy park. Because I need a lot of steps to lose my belly. It's going away. It's going away this year. Promise. I say that every year, but it's going away this year. No, that is not the Mississippi River. That is the Maumee River, I think. But there are three rivers here. We've got the Maumee. Oh my word, why can't I think of them now? There's three rivers, whatever it is. What's up, Droko? How you guys doing? This whole park used to be an Indian settlement. I don't doubt that. As a matter of fact, that's probably why they have that Indian that I showed earlier on in the stream. Oh, shoot. I'm still going the wrong way again. I'm just going the wrong way everywhere. Let's see, a whole bunch of people have said some stuff, so. No offense, Trent. I've been enjoying roller coasters ever since the late 80s. When I was born. That's the Mississippi River. No, yeah, it's none of those. I love taking walks no matter how. Hey, I'm late. What's up, Druco? They ran out of pizza and we lost money. Did you guys go there today? Did you guys go to the casino today? That's fun if you did. Shoot, I am still going the wrong way. It's like everywhere I go, I'm going the wrong way. You went at 1 a.m. last night? You guys are nuts. But so am I, so I understand. When I was watching Droco yesterday at 1 a.m., they went gambling and got pizza. It's craziness. You guys were you allowed to film in there? A little bit surprised you were allowed to film in there. We wanted pizza. Sounds like you had the munchies. We weren't live. It was after the live. Okay, gotcha. So you guys left at, there we go. Thank you, R&R Coasting. The St. Mary's River, the St. Joseph River, and the Maumee River. Yes. I know Fort Wayne history. Sorry, Fort Wayne. I have done you dirty. All right, we're gonna head back up to a bar. I'm gonna stop here real fast and button up my shirt a little bit because it's starting to get a little bit cooler now. And I'm done with the walk. As a matter of fact, let's talk about the walk real fast. What? Oh. I'm the old guy between the two of us. I'm 57 now, just turned 57 back on February 16th. Any coaster, any entry flats, thrill rides we'd like to see come to the park? That's a good question. Do you guys have any flat rides or coasters that you would love to see to come to Cedar Point? Okay, so here is the full map. Oh, I missed a little bit still. Oh no, I can't miss that little spot. Okay, never mind. Got to figure out where I'm going to not miss it. I guess it's the walk up here, isn't it? Almost has to be. So we're not done yet. Not until we've made it everywhere. Oh, and then there's still a little bit more of a path. Even beyond that. I'm surprised. Okay. I've still got more that I have to do. You look like a confused sim right now. Are you watching me from the prison? Mom's survival. I used to walk and jog through cemeteries. It's a good place to walk. No reason not to walk through cemeteries. Okay, I think we're done after this. I was like, wait a minute, where's the last path that I'm missing? But I don't think I'm missing it anymore. I think we're good. Yeah, it would be very quiet. Okay, so we've got it all now. What I love about these apartments here is that you have a place to walk or jog or bike everywhere around you. No matter where you look, you have this park, and there's a park right across the street from it too. It's part of what makes it so desired. It'd be really fun to live there. All right, I'm looking for something to put this on. Here we go. That'll work. Trent, don't forget your glasses and hat are on your head. Thank you. No problem, R&R Coasting. Have you gotten all the subscribers you need? All right. We live out in the country on a non-paved road. The only paved path, what is that? Still needs 7. Go subscribe to R&R Coasting if you haven't yet, guys. We live out in the country on a non-paved road. The only path is in the cemetery, so I take my son there all the time to ride his bike. Best place. It's the neighbors. Don't talk much. Still need 7. All right. Let's go down a button. We don't need to fully button it. It's still warm out. Have you built a nano coaster or coaster train cutout? Me? Talking to me? Hey Marcus, what's up? Thanks for the super chat or super sticker, whatever it is. Actually, I haven't talked to you in a long time, man. Yeah, could make a good live stream. I don't know. Oh, Marcus, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. What you been up to, man? Oh, now we are on our way. Well, actually, sorry, we're still not quite done, are we? Because I didn't say anything. We got 5,556 steps on this walk. I'm going to stop it, finish. There we go. And let's see where I am now on the full walk. Because I can't see my full walk. Wow, okay. 16,872 steps. I don't know that my favorite bar is going to be open on the river, but driving at work while listening. Thanks, Marcus. I'm glad you're listening. Having some fun there at work. What's hanging down in the shadow? I have no idea. There's something hanging somewhere? I have no idea. Is it like super creepy? Am I gonna go back in the VOD and be like, oh my word. That's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. What is hitting the back of my leg? I swear there's been something all day. Oh, my battery pack. That's what's hitting me, yeah. Yeah, it's this thing right here. I was charging my phone with it. We'll put it in my shirt. That's fine. I don't even know where to put things. Let's see. Were we talking about something? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Glad you're having some fun at work, Marcus. There's some more of the new building in Fort Wayne. I'm excited for that to get built. Maybe I'll live there. I'm kind of looking for apartments now. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get a house. So, apartment it is. I doubt they'll have a 2-bedroom I can afford, though. I've been looking at options. Yes, well, V doesn't know that they're closing it, but she didn't particularly love what they had last year. Kind of scared to tell her, honestly. I'm afraid she'll be really upset. I do know that she still has some of her favorite coasters there. Heard you talking earlier about Michigan Adventure. It'd be nice to see the Wolverine Wildcat get a little RMC love. Which one was Wolverine Wildcat? I don't remember that one, I don't think. Unless, is that the one that runs right by the lake? That might be the one. Yeah, I mean, I'd just love to see Michigan's Adventure get some sort of love. That's really all I want to see. I don't really care if it's like an RMC or the most top of the line thing. Just something. I mean, it's a great, very picturesque park. I think the real issue with Michigan's Adventure is that if you're going to Michigan's Adventure, you have to either pass by, there's a big park one way or another that you would pass. You'd either pass Cedar Point going to Michigan Adventure, unless you're from Michigan, or you'll pass Six Flags in Chicago on your way to Michigan's Adventure. So one way or another, I mean, unless you go up through the UP or up through Canada, there's really not much of an option where you can go to get to Michigan's Adventure. I think that's the thing that most kills Michigan's Adventure's audience, I guess. There's just less of an audience because of that. So it's part of the problem. Yeah, by the lake. Okay. I used to live in Fountain Lake Apartments, safe area, run down but nice and affordable. Fountain Lake Apartments here in Fort Wayne. Maybe I'll check that out. A lot of people are buying their passes from Canada because it's cheaper too. Yeah, I mean, I think if you buy it in Canadian, then American money is worth more, right? So I'm not sure why that really works unless you go to Canada to buy it. Seems like it would only work in cash. It wouldn't work in online. I want to get the passport this year. Doesn't really matter what home park you pick because you can go to them all. I don't think it does if you get the passport as much. I know last year, I'll just give you an example. I know last year I bought a platinum pass for Kings Island, and it still worked for all the Cedar Point perks. I'm not totally sure if they'll always do that or not. So I guess I'm a little bit uncertain. At one point for winter chill out, or not winter chill out, for Winterfest this year at Kings Island, I went there and I had changed my card to show as a Cedar Point card, but had gotten rid of but the inside of it was still a Kings Island card. And they saw Cedar Point and they were like, you can't park in our Prestige parking lot here. Which I found to be kind of odd because I'd always been able to park in the Prestige lot at both Cedar Point and Kings Island until that moment. And then later on that year during Winterfest, I was able to park there. So I'm not totally sure. Someone may have just gotten wrong information. I don't know, but I want to get a Michigan Adventure Pass and add passport to show the park a little love, but didn't know if it makes a difference. Yo, what's good? Hey, Chief Keef, what's up? I'm just surprised the only 3 Cedar Fair parks that did anything for winter was KICP and Dorney. Nobody else did? For when are you talking winter chill out or are you talking Winterfest? Because usually Carowinds does a winter fest. Here's the back of that new building. It's gonna have a great skyline view too. When you get up there, this new apartment's gonna be amazing as far as the view of the city. I'm sure Carowinds did something. I don't know if all of them did winter chill out type stuff. I mean, Carowinds is usually opening around the time winter chill out would happen. So, and they only close for a couple months at a time, but they always have a really big Winterfest thing. And so does, actually, I know people that were at King's Dominion. So I know King's Dominion did a big winter event, Winterfest. So yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of them that have done big stuff for winter. So I know there's more going on than just that. I don't think they have anything on the riverfront. I don't see anyone over there. I'd love to go to it if they did, but I don't think they do. I am slowing down, but I can't slow down. You gotta keep going. Gotta keep pushing. Get those steps in. I wouldn't mind getting something to drink though somewhere. Maybe we should go up to oh yeah, I've been sleeping good every night. Like, these steps have helped me so much in my sleeping. Like, I feel better, I look better, I'm more confident, I sleep better. Like, you guys are helping me because even if it's only 5 people hanging out, talking, it's a good reason to go for a walk. Just so that I can talk with you guys and hang out a little bit. So, and then if Marcus, you throw a super chat at me, or anyone does, that's even more incentive. Keep on walking. certainly don't need to do that, but I appreciate it so much when you guys do. Oh. So I think I'm on my way to the rooftop bar. We have a couple different rooftop bars, but we're gonna go to one. But either way, it's on the other side of Fort Wayne. We're either going to that side of Fort Wayne or we're going to that side of Fort Wayne. But either way, we're going far away. So that's the plan right now. Just to get upstairs and to go do something. Ooh, Droco. Droco came alive for that, huh? For the rooftop bar. It's right along Main Street here, which is what we're coming up to right now. It's actually kind of funny to me because Fort Wayne was going to build a highway downtown, and instead they were like, no, that causes us to demolish too many buildings. We can't do that. So instead, they took Main Street and turned it into an avenue. And this road has just now finally filled up. That's why all of these buildings here are brand new builds. You get some older builds over there, but that's brand new. Those are all old back there. Like, that's the History Center, our old city hall. And then this is brand new, but they had to demolish this whole row of buildings in order to make this avenue, and it doesn't even go anywhere. It gets big here, and then it gets small at the end. So it's not even like it helps anything. It's not actually like a highway at all. It doesn't help anything at all. So it's just funny how they were like, yeah, we'll do this instead. And it was like the tiniest Band-Aid they could possibly do on the problem. And it still got rid of all of the big buildings in Fort Wayne. Like, you could either build a highway and have to build all new or demolish a whole bunch of buildings, or you can build this road and have to demolish all the buildings. There were two options. Both of them did the same thing. One of them had substantially better optics to go along with it to help build up the city. And now they're trying to get so many people down here, which I love, but there's no good way to get in and out of the city. There's no highway, nothing fast or easy to get you in and out of the city. So once you're down here, you're stuck until you want to brave a whole bunch of traffic to get out, because you have two one-way roads, one coming in the city just like this and one coming out of the city just like this. And then on the south side it's the same way, and then you have two one-way roads the opposite direction, well, going east and west, going down there and going down there. But that's like several blocks that way that you have those roads. Anyway, I'll stop boring you with Fort Wayne history. Let's talk about what you guys are talking about. What was your worst experience at any park? Worst experience at any park? Ooh, ever? I'm trying to think through them. I mean, my worst experience, I'm sure, has to have happened at Cedar Point, because I've been there so many times. Like, that has to be the day that was the worst, somewhere along there. But I'm not sure what the experience would be that was the worst. There was one time I came into Cedar Point on a, what was it? On a, Was it a Monday night? I think it was a Monday night right after work. Thinking, oh yeah, like I'll be there late, but there will still be stuff going on. And they closed at 8 o'clock. There were no bars open. There was no hotel open. So there was nothing to do. Then I went to downtown Sandusky. Sorry guys, it's really windy. I'm sure it doesn't sound great. I went to downtown Sandusky and was like, well, maybe there's something else I could do. And just walked around downtown. Literally everything was closed. It was just like, I just wasted the day entirely. I did make a video about it and just kind of made fun of myself through it. But it was a bad experience. But that wasn't because of Cedar Point. Yeah, I'm not sure that I've ever been to a park where I've just been like, this is the worst experience and I would never recommend it to anyone, you know? I don't know that I've ever done that. What's up, Jonathan? You should ride a scooter. Scooter would completely defeat the purpose. I don't need a scooter. I need to use the fat in my belly to propel me to go do other things and then get a drink at the end. Besides Cedar Point, I don't feel like there's a ton to do in Sandusky. I think the park really carries that community. Oh, I love Sandusky. Downtown Sandusky has several different bars. They have Ghostly Manor. And then, of course, there's also all the islands that you can go visit too. There's just a ton to do around Sandusky. The more I live in the area, or the more I hang out in the area, you know, not really live there, but hang out in the area, the more I find to do. That's really part of the fun of it for me. Because there's always something new to discover. But that's kind of true, I think, of any city. If you look hard enough, you can always find something else to do. We came down on the landing because it's my favorite place to hang out. A lot of people are out, looks like, enjoying nice weather today. Goofy golf is fun. Yeah, no, I haven't done a lot of those like theme parky kinds of things. So I guess I don't know about those as much, but the very like touristy things are always really fun to do. I just haven't done them yet. I probably need to try them at some point, just see what they'd be like. Fair. Yes. Although there would be like mini golf, and it depends on how young they are, but they have like the skating carts at Ghostly Manor. That's a really fun place. Even if you go to, ooh, wow, this looks nice. Blue Bottle Shop. I wonder when it's open. So this is a brand new bar, Fort Wayne. There's like a whole bunch of them. There's the Blue Bottle Shop. This used to be C Street on the landing. Okay, this one I think is part of the Blue Bottle. No, it's not. No, it's not. My 2-year-old can't skate yet, and he would hit us with the golf club. The haunted house Ghostly Manor was pretty good. Yeah, the haunted house, yeah. And Dana's looks like a really nice, like, look at those velvet curtains. I don't even know if you guys can see them. Swanky. It's like a full-fledged club. Oh, and the night train. This used to be like an underground bar. I forget what it was called. That all looks really cool. Love to go see that. And then there's some apartments above it too. All right, we're still on our way. Not really a speakeasy. I forget what it is. It was called Bourbon Street. That's it. It was Bourbon Street West, and no, Columbia Street West, and then Bourbon Street was under the ground, and it was like Cajun food. I wanted to go on a date there for years, and never took someone. I just never showed up there, so it's obviously gone now. It's not like I can do it now. Okay, let's see. Wow, we're at 18,874 steps. I'm thirsty. I need some water. And a stiffer drink than water, too. So, I don't know if you guys know of Vera Bradley, but Vera Bradley is a bag maker, and I'm gonna simplify it as little as I possibly can. And the people who own Vera Bradley also own this hotel. So when you walk in, there's all kinds of wild patterns and stuff, because that's what it is. And then there's a rooftop bar here too. Vera Bradley is a Fort Wayne owned institution. It's publicly traded and all that kind of stuff. Went away for a second there. Sorry. Pinky pointed up. Fancy schmitzy. Have you ever been to the Orange Beach, Alabama? Something similar to Indiana Beach Side Park. Huh. I have no idea. No, I've never been there. Okay, we're going to another rooftop bar instead. There's another one looking over the baseball stadium. We have the Tin Caps baseball stadium. If it's open, I'll walk into it, because I've been waiting for it to be open, but it's been closed for a long time. I know I froze. Good brand for good quality. They usually have a warranty on their products. I know my family used them a lot. When they did a Peanuts collab, definitely didn't spend 120 something on a bag. Here they have a huge, Here they have a huge a huge sale in the Coliseum. The Coliseum's like a big, what's the word I'm looking for? A big, the Coliseum is like a big, not warehouse, no, it's like a big event center. With stadium seating, and it's all our minor league sports play there, or most of them do. That kind of a place. And in there they have all kinds of stuff. So anyway, sorry, a totally random question, but before Farmhouse came, what was your sorry. Well, let's talk more food, guys. So where else are your favorite places to get food at Cedar Point? For me, I really like getting food at I used to really like the Backbeat Queue, and it's still solid sometimes, but it kind of varies. So for me, I'm not a big fan of having, like, if you just have barbecue and you have to put tons of barbecue sauce on it for it to be good, then that's not good barbecue. And a lot of times that's all it is. It's just smothered in barbecue sauce. And I'm like, that's not good. There's no depth of flavor. But when they when they really spice it and they give it great seasoning, then that's a place that I love to go. Chickies and Pete's is awesome. I love Chickies and Pete's a lot, and it's on the meal plan too. Melt is very good. I like that place a lot also. So, but that is not on the meal plan. That's a place that's not. Chickies and Pete's is, and it's inside. It's also air conditioned, so that's always fun to hang out at Chickies and Pete's. Hey Trent, with Cedar Point running out of room, what coasters do you feel have had a good run, and what would you like to see in the park? If you don't want to answer it, it's okay. Might get hate from people. Oh, I don't care about getting hate from people. I think Cedar Point still has enough room that they should not be demolishing coasters to make more room for coasters. There's a couple different areas that I'm thinking of. One of them being still out in front of the main parking lot, taking a little bit more space out of that still is a possibility. But beyond that, especially building over where the old employee dorms used to be, definitely needs to be top on their priorities list for another coaster. If they had to take one out, my dream is that they would take out Mine Ride, and hear me out, because I heard Drew and Yoko say, they can't take out Mine Ride last night. First of all, Mine Ride is pretty objectively a bad ride, I think. But I do think they need to have a ride that appeals to families. And so I think they need to do a dueling coaster there. One of them being like a kids or family coaster that's fairly easy, and one that's just a wild and crazy type of a ride, that's very similar to what they have at Carowinds. Carowinds has a similar type of a ride. So those would be things that I think would be pretty cool if they could create. All right. Let's see now. You guys had some other things that you were writing down. Okay, where else to eat? I like Chickies and Pete's. All right, guys, I gotta go. Gotta get stabbed for money. Donating plasma. Trent voiced you the correct pronunciation of the... Oh, gotcha. Farmhouse. Pavilion. Wow, Coaster Cat. Good information. Farmhouse, Pavilion, Barbecue, Crystal Rock Cafe and CP Shores, Hugo's, Chickies and Pete's, Derby Dogs, Lemmy's, Walking Tacos, and CP Shores, and the Corral. They should take out Mine Ride. Do you think they would ever consider putting coasters off the island, like around their sports complex? I have thought for years that Cedar Point needs an indoor experience, someplace that they could put like a Mall of America kind of a thing. Keep it open all year long. And yes, where they have all that land over there. Oh my word, it is so windy. Where they have all that land over there. Yes, build a coaster. I think that would be pretty fantastic. It'd be a great place. Oh, tonight is the Disney Princess concert down here. What's up, wee wee? Yeah, if they had some sort of indoor place, then they should also run boats from that indoor place to Cedar Point where the beach is. And then you could get out around there, have some sort of a place to do that, and then be able to walk around and go see. What I'd love to see is along the beach, just a ton of little shops and restaurants on the boardwalk. Just to make a nice little outdoor area, so it'd be a place where you could walk. It'd be really cold, but it'd all be indoor places to go dancing and have a drink and stuff like that. Like it'd be like Cedar Point's own city walk, kind of an idea. So I think that would be really fun if we could do something like that. I have a whole video that's going to be coming out, my blue sky video, where I'm just going to talk about all the dreams I would have for Cedar Point. Stuff I would love to see them do and stuff like that. Skyride is terrifying. I thought you may all find this funny. My brother-in-law thought the Skyride was actually called Charlie. So yes, I would love to see them do a place with coasters off of the island, but I would want to see it be an indoor place that they could do. Whoa, it's hot in here. All right, they're open. It says they're open from 5 to 11 on Tuesday through Thursday. Not open on Monday, though. Connor's Rooftop is where we're headed. Right here. There it is. Just to kind of hang out for a little bit. I'm not sure where we are as far as steps go. Let's see. Wow. We're right there, guys. I still have to walk back, too. I want to get out of the way of other people as much as I can. Because I don't want them to be like, why are you here? You know, like, why are you looking at us? Because I'm not. Make a sky ride over there. Oh, and my monetization just went kaput. Hey, how are you doing?
Well,
good.
So try hearing someone in the back. I'll give you a minute.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I might know. I'll just do the bonfire old fashioned.
For sure.
That sounds good. Yeah, sure. Nobody ever asked me for a card anymore.
Oh, I meant like a credit or debit card.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure.
Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here you go.
No.
I was thinking so, but... don't get banned. I won't get banned. I've filmed in here before. I always try to make sure that I'm not being, in the way of other people at all. Skyride is not terrifying, Draco. I can see how it could be kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I can understand that a little bit. Love Shack is a little old place. Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna be getting money anymore. No, I will never do slingshot. It's terrifying. Can't believe people want to do slingshot and will like wait in line for it. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on an impulse. There's gonna be no wait whatsoever for it. If I ever have to wait for it, I would never do it. And even then, I still wouldn't do it, even if I didn't have to wait. Will you be going to Holiday World this summer? I would love to. The dream is to do Kings Island, hit Kentucky Kingdom after that. I'd like to kind of do a day at each. Do Kings Island, hit Kentucky Kingdom, and then go to Holiday World after that. Chances are after that I'd like to go to Sir, could I get some water too, please? I think the most terrifying thing at Cedar Point is having my hands up on Steel Vengeance. Most of those pillars, I swear my hand is gonna hit every time. I feel like you don't really have a choice on Steel Vengeance other than just to put your hands up. Thank you very much. I will be going live. I won't still be doing the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday thing when the park's open. Because there's no reason to at that point. Like, I'll be at the parks. When I'm at the parks, I'll try to go live every once in a while here or there. Maybe not every single time, but often. My lips are so dry, and I think it's because I just haven't had enough water today. It's like a different kind of dry. It's like a sticky dry. Now, the problem with going live at the parks is that a lot of times it's hard to go live because the service isn't awesome. I got as good a service as I could. Thank you so much. Ooh, look at this. I have to show you guys this. It's a little bit different than I even expected. That's pretty cool. Someone on here suggested Camping with Steve, and I wanted to thank them. Cool channel, some ideas for camping in your car. Oh, Camping with Steve. I thought you meant like Camping with Steel Vengeance. Yeah, it's a marshmallow. Yep. Steve the Seagull. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. I can already taste it. Oh, that is so good. So many, it's such a mixture of flavors. It's really good. It tastes like a campfire, but like it's not actually smoky. It's just really good. Like it can use the sugar. The sugar is perfect with it. And I kind of looked at it and was like, sugar? That is so good. What's your mixed drink of choice at Cedar Point? I think. Well, I always like an old fashioned. So the old fashioned that they have at the pavilion is really good. But if I'm the one that's kind of been my lasting one from the very first day I started doing Kings Island stuff is is we'll get to that in just a second. Favorite drink is what's it called? The tequila sunrise. I love the tequila sunrise. I've loved that from the very beginning. Yeah, so last day of the season in 2022, my shoes literally fell apart. Like you can watch the vlog. They literally fell completely apart. They had just split in half the night before, and then I was walking around the park all day the next day. So I was like, well, what do I do? So I went to the Marina store. And in the Marina store, because I was like, well, where in the world could I buy shoes? I guess I'll have to go to Walmart to buy that. But like, where would I go? And so I went to the Marina store instead. And at the Marina store, I was able to buy something there. So, yeah, it was crazy. I think they were like $55 or something. They were on sale, but still really expensive. They were boating shoes. I still have them. I wear them fairly frequently. I'm not wearing them today. I didn't remember which ones I was wearing. Oh, also today I'm wearing pink pants. Because I am the coolest guy to ever exist. Top Thrill store became a gluttony of advertisement brands last upcoming years. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen this year, if it's going to be a branded Top Thrill 2 store or what it's going to be. Thoughts on Banshee? My son wants me to ride, and I'm afraid of getting motion sick on that thing. You're talking Kings Island, right? Because if you're talking Kings Island, I love Banshee. It is one of my favorite rides that I've ever ridden. Yeah, I agree. Definitely better than Raptor. It's a fantastic ride. You feel like you're flying, and you feel weightless a lot of times. So when it takes you upside down, you don't feel like you're like just being flipped upside down. You feel like you're going up into something where you get airtime at the end of it, and instead of getting airtime, it flips you upside down, so you feel weightless as you go into it. It almost feels like an astronaut type of a thing. Like, it's pretty cool. It's really fun. It's a great place to go. Like, I love it. I love that ride. I would recommend Banshee 10 out of 10 times to anyone. I did really like Montu. I still wouldn't say it's better than Banshee, but I liked it a lot. It was really fun, and I love the theming in it too. So that definitely butches it up quite a bit for me. It's crazy to think Dragster opened 21 years ago. I remember that in the Republica song. And all the merch, good times. I was in middle school. Yeah, I was in middle school too. We must be similar age, Planner Brittany. Do you like the name choice of Top Thrill 2? No, I think Top Thrill 2 is the dumbest, most unimaginative name that's ever happened. Yes, Orion is better than Millennium. I will die on that hill. I love Millennium. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I love it, but Orion's better. Yeah, Orion is better than Millennium Force. Like I said, I love Millennium Force. It's such a long ride too. You're going so fast all the way through, but the thing with Orion is Orion gets a bad rap because it is because everyone compares it to Fury 325, which they should. Like, the two of them are very similar. They're made by the same manufacturer, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of similarities to them. They even look similar and have similar elements in them. And objectively, Fury 325 is better. But that doesn't mean that Orion's bad at all. It's not bad in any way. Are they keeping the song? I think they are keeping the song. Yeah. There's been a couple little hints online. I mean, I'm not going to say I know for sure because nobody knows anything, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be keeping it. I'm going to attempt Orion this year. You should definitely attempt Orion this year. It's a really fun ride. I do not love it. I know this is a controversial opinion, but I like having the secondary safety harnesses always. So when they don't have the secondary safety harnesses, it kind of freaks me out. To be completely honest, I don't know that you need them. I like knowing that they're there, just in case. Just in case any freak accident were to happen, I like knowing that it's there. So, but, I mean, whatever, it's fine. A lot of people are like, why would you say that? That's so dumb. You don't need them at all, but I like them. They should put the back seats for Dragster backwards. Oh, you do that. I'll take it. I will take not that. Even Coaster Studios has a video where they filmed it backwards. Not about that life. No, thank you. Are you excited for the I hate going backwards. So no, I'm not excited for the rollback. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit of my brain wants it. I hate going backwards on coasters every single time. So no, it sounds just horrible in every way. Thank you so much.
How's the drink, man?
It's great. I'm about to leave after this, so if you want to close me out, I'll get out of your hair. Thank you. Really random question, but what was your favorite show of 2023 summer season? Bessica, none of these are random questions. You don't need to preface it with that. I love your questions. 2023 summer season, it has to be Come See About Me. I just released the video that I recorded for the cast of Come See About Me. I knew I'd release it eventually, but only after they were done with the 2023 season. It's taken me a long time to release it, but yeah, I love it. It's all copyrighted. I don't make a dime off of it, really. I think maybe I share. I don't even think I share revenue on it, but go check it out. It's really fun. I loved that ride, or I loved that show so much. It is one of my favorites. The going backwards does nothing for me at all. Almost like the red power tower. It's exciting but not scary for me. Now Wild Mouse, heck no. Yeah, no, it terrifies me to go backwards. Like, just all the way around. There's a lot of stuff about it that terrifies me. Thank you. Bear with. Windseeker, I think, is scary. Actually, maybe one of the scariest rides. Minus the swell tones. Yes, Marcus, I hated Wicked Twister. I really did. Toward the end of the last season, I started to finally get a little bit nostalgic for it. Like, not last year, but like the last season it was running. Because I started writing it more for the purpose of like, I know it's going away, so okay, I'll check it out. But it was, I never got used to it. It was very terrifying. By the very end, I kind of started to go, okay, well, there's a little bit of fun to be had in that. Like, it would shoot you out real fast. And yeah, so that was kind of fun. But it was one that always scared me quite a bit. Windseeker terrifies me in every possible way. It has these like cheap plastic seats. It feels like you could easily fall in so many ways. Look, if anything were to happen, one tiny thing goes wrong and you're just splatted on the concrete. Like, I'm just like, why? Why is it even legal? It shouldn't be legal. It should be outlawed. I'm very against it in every possible way. I have a moral outrage against it. A satanic panic, if you will. And I can't do it. It's horrifying to me in every possible way. I don't like it when people try to swing on them. Yeah, for real. No, I mean, I think people on them are idiots. I watch them with the most judgment I've ever had against anyone. And I grew up conservative Christian, so I'm good with judgment. You think that's bad? They have a similar held on by chains that make creaking sounds. Yeah, no, it's all bad. Everything about it's bad. Everything about it. You just sit there giving dirty looks to each person who gets off. Absolutely, yes. That's exactly what I do, yeah. Like, what's wrong with you, buddy? Why in the world did you get on that contraption of death? I have no idea. I don't understand it. I never will. We live completely different lives. Wind seekers seek winds, but will not be open today because of the wind. Yes. I'm more scared of Power Tower than Wind Seeker. Wind Seeker is or power tower, I actually find to be pretty fun when it shoots you up. I hate going up and then waiting and you're just sitting up there. Plus, it takes a long time to get up there. You go up so slowly, and like it's different on like Tower of Terror because Tower of Terror has options for you. Yes, it's the swinging chair ride. It's the tall one though, not the short one. Like if you're talking like the wave swinger, then that's not it. Because wave swinger, I think, was literally meant to be inside the waves of like Lake Erie. So you'd be on a chair and you'd go through the waves with it because it'd be low enough that you'd actually get waves that would hit you. But yeah, no, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh my word. But obviously, like, to each his own. Some people are gonna love it, but I'm still gonna judge you for riding it. I'm just gonna be honest about that. So yeah, when they shoot you up though on Tower of Terror, look at me with judgment. I am one of those that will rock the chairs. Wee Wee has no fear whatsoever. She's just tempting fate. Are you planning on going to the TT2 pass holder preview? Yes, I am. I'm planning on it as long as it ends up working. It's on my calendar. Am I going to be there? I'm not totally sure. I think so, but I'm not totally sure. The problem is that it's on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I have to figure out a way to get there. And I don't know if I can come like right after work. I'm not sure how long it's open or if it's open for each of those days. I'm not sure. It's just, I don't even know if those are the actual days that they're doing it on or if those are like the block of time that they've planned for it and the actual thing is going to happen on Wednesday. I don't know. So there's just a lot of stuff that I'm uncertain about. Is the solar eclipse, are you going to the solar eclipse at Cedar Point? I am planning on it. Again, I bought my ticket, so the plan is to go. But we'll see if we actually do or not. I'm off on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I might make something happen. Well, be a good option if you're a pass holder. Okay, it's time to head out. That was a delicious drink. I will be back to get one of those. I probably should grab my debit card, maybe. Look at this thing, guys. If anything tells you that I have no ability to manage how many cards I have, this will. I have done this my entire life. How do you decide not to have certain cards? Like, you have to have... How do people get along in life with only having 7 cards? I have all kinds of... I have a Best Buy card in here. I have a debit card. I have a credit card. I have my ID. I have my badge for work. I have a card for Mystic Manor near Cedar Point. Like, all these things I need indefinitely in my wallet all the time. So what am I going to do with these things? I have to have them. So how do you get a card that's like, how do you get a wallet that's small? I see these guys that have wallets that are like this big, and I'm like, what? How? What kind of sorcery do you do that allows you to do that? I don't get it. It's just crazy. All right, now we are going to go out and we're going to get a little bit of a view of downtown. I'm not going to talk out there because I don't want to disturb people, but I'm going to show you it. So here's the baseball stadium. And And over here is where I used to live. I used to live in those apartments. Thinking about getting an apartment back in that building. We'll have to see. I'm gonna look at it. I love this area. I love our ball stadium. It is beautiful. It's really cool. This is Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thank you so much. Have a great day. You too. There's more here too to look out. So you can just sit here at the stools and get a great view of the game going on at night. But when there's a game, this is incredibly packed. Like, it's not a place where you can easily just get a spot to go, but it's pretty fun. Fort Wayne is a nicer city than a lot of people give it credit for, but also it's only gotten nicer over the last couple of years. Like when I left for college in 2006, I used to call Fort Wayne an urban parking lot because it literally was just an urban parking lot. Where we are right now was a giant parking lot. Like there were a few lawyers' offices and then there were parking lots. That's all it was. So now there's a lot more down here, but at the time it was a ton of nothing. Let's see what else people are saying. I think people would consider it Midwest. I would call it Great Lakes. Because what's west about Indiana? There's nothing west about Indiana. But most people call it that. Geography, yeah. Yeah, most people call it Midwest. I always call it Great Lakes region because like Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, those are all surrounding the bulk of the Great Lakes. So each of us touches the Great Lakes. I feel like there's a little bit less similar to it than talking about Minnesota and South Dakota and North Dakota and all those different states that are much more Midwest. All right, we're walking back up to the car. Is it on the Midwest time zone? There is no Midwest time zone. There's Mountain Time, and then there's Mountain Time, there's Eastern. Michigan is considered Midwest, but that's where I disagree. We need to have a distinction. People here, I lived Midwest. I lived in South Dakota. People here are vastly different than people in South Dakota. There's a massive difference. It's a little bit more liberal, still conservative, but more liberal than it is out west. Literally, I was considered I'm fairly conservative. And I was considered very liberal in South Dakota. So there's a difference, there's just a difference in the way people are. So I think that's a pretty worthwhile distinction to make. But nobody wants to. They're just kind of well, if it's not New York or California, then it's Midwest. And I'm like, yeah. Or it's South, one or the other. As an Aussie, I can definitely see the difference. Yeah, there's a big difference between people. But yeah, excuse me. Okay. There for a second, I just thought, oh no, I left my wallet there. I'm really good at doing that. So usually, even if I get one drink, I will go for a long walk after that one drink. Because the last thing I want to do, especially as a teacher, is end up ever being drunk driving. Like, I don't want to drive drunk ever, even just by accident. So I always take long walks. And right now we have a very long walk all the way back to my car. So that's where I get to head right now.
Wait.
Wait. Why is it, oh, it says wait because it just had a go sign. I was like, why does it say wait? Plenty of time. I love these things even, I mean, they're little simple things, but I didn't like his tone. They're little simple things, but just the little pieces of art in the city even has really changed Fort Wayne and the feel of it. And there's just always been something new going on down here ever since I came back from South Dakota. When I lived in South Dakota, they just done the baseball stadium that we just saw. And now there's way more to do. Yet we all sound and act the same. Yeah, in Australia, we are such a big country, yet we all sound and act the same. That's interesting. Feel like I don't want to get too controversial. But what made me seem liberal to them was, well, actually, I'll just keep it simple. They love guns in South Dakota. Love guns. I have never had any desire to shoot a gun ever. So I had friends who had me shoot a gun once or twice, but I just don't care. I've never had any desire to shoot a gun. So they would all people would go pheasant hunting. It was a huge deal, and they'd be like, "Trent, you should come pheasant hunting with us," and I'd just be like, why? I can't imagine a worse way to spend my day. And, obviously, a lot of people like to go hunting and stuff like that, but I just never was. I've never wanted to hunt. I don't really care to kill anything unless it's a spider in my living room. So it just wasn't a thing that I wanted to do. So I didn't do that. And yeah, but it was just funny how that was the case. So yeah, not big on guns. Only thing I like are BB ranges or BB wars. Basically adult Nerf wars. Yes, I'm a teacher. Yep. I'm a music teacher. You should go to Coney Island in NYC. Oh, I love going to New York City. I love going to New York City. I would love to go to Coney Island. Don't tempt me with a good time, Marcus. I will do it. That sounds like a blast to me. I love going to New York. I love going to Chicago. You can expect probably a downtown Chicago vlog at some point this year. I am not someone who is afraid of the city. I love the city. It's my favorite place to be. I used to live down here. Not that this is a huge city or anything. I mean, it's a bigger city than most people think it is, but it's not. it's not like New York, nothing like that by any means. So, do you know what the students had for lunch? Yeah, they had nuggets today. It's probably one of my students asking that question. I know I heard popcorn chicken today, but I was not in the lunchroom today though. I'm not big on guns. Oh yeah, we already said that. I live in West Virginia. I get it. And I'm not like judging people who like guns either. That's fine. It's I just have never been someone who's been like, yeah, let's get guns. I want a gun to go shoot things. Like nothing sounds less fun than that. But to be fair, for them, when I would mention like, hey, let's go to Minneapolis and hit up, what is it that they have there? Valley Fair. Let's have Valley Fair, which I'd still love to do. I'd love to go to Valley Fair and actually visit some friends back in South Dakota while I do it too. But even though it's like 5 hours away, but it would be worth it. When I thought about going to, when I asked them like, let's go to Valley Fair, they were like, nothing sounds less fun than going to Valley Fair. Why would you want to go to Valley Fair? And I'm like, because I like it. And in all fairness, it's exactly the way they feel about hunting. They love hunting. And I'm not here to poo-poo on their parade for hunting. I'm just not a big fan of that. I was a worship leader in South Dakota at a church there. Funny thing is, all the pastors at the church, none of us hunted. So they would have they would be like, yeah, all the men, we want to go hunting. And we'd be like, nope, we're not joining you. They probably have someone now who likes to hunt. But at the time we were all like, no, not joining you for that. Oh, well, you know what? We'll just go this way. I think I am going to head out to go get some B-dubs after this. I think that sounds kind of fun. Also, we got 20 people back on chat. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing? Also, you see my pink pants in the mirror? Aren't they cool? I bought them thinking they were red. But the kids at school today were like, they were like, hey, why are you wearing pink pants? And I just was wearing pink pants. I didn't realize I was wearing pink pants. So yeah, I usually get the glorified chicken nuggets when I go to B-dubs. But yeah, tonight I'm actually kind of thinking regular wings, bone-in wings. Try those, see what they're like. I haven't ever had them, so I feel like that sounds good. And I also have a gift certificate. One more reason why this thing's so fat. It's not because I'm rich. It's just because I have lots of junk in it. What's up, Taylor? I'm eating boneless wings tonight for a change. Good on you. You should come to Fort Wayne and join me, Taylor. Pretty good. I do prefer the boneless, but you can't beat the deal, yeah. And I haven't had them either, so beat up sounds good. Best drop at CP, Millennium. Okay, so let's talk about that. So I actually think I agree with you, Taylor. I think to me, my favorite drop is also Millennium. It's just so big, and to me, what I love about it is it's a top hat. So as you come up over it, you keep going, and then you start to round that curve, and you keep going down. And as you keep going down, it's so slow and so steady that you just keep feeling like you almost feel like you complete a full circle by the end of it. Like it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And I think a lot of that is due to its slowness. It's due to it being a slower fall down. So I think that's so much more fun. I could go 20 minutes to B-dubs or go 1.5-ish hours to B-dubs in Fort Wayne. Well, obviously, you should come join me at the 1.5 hours in Fort Wayne. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That was a joke. Also, there's several of them, so you'd have to guess which one I'm at. Not that I'd mind. Are you kidding me? Poke a hole in your muffler and you think you're cool. If you actually Coaster Cat, I wouldn't mind meeting you guys though. And I would like to meet you guys. I'm planning on doing a dragsters in Fort Wayne. I would love to do a couple different meet and greets this year. So I'm going to put a poll up about when we can do meet and greets. And we'll plan like 4 different ones, kind of based on when people say they can come. I know you won't all know when you can, but I'm assuming if I plan 3 different times to have a meet and greet this year, because we're going to hit 10,000, and then we're going to, we've already hit 5,000, and we've already hit 7,000 or 7,500 or whatever. So let's celebrate all of those, all 3 of them, and we'll just do it at 3 different times throughout the year. Have some fun. I'd be fine with that. Not in the winter. We could do an indoor water park. Then we just see the car fly backwards. I actually would love that, although I wouldn't probably like the damage that would ensue, but if I watch someone be stupid like that and try to go, like, I react like very against that kind of macho behavior. Whenever I hear anybody try to be macho, I'm like, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Because I'm so severely not macho, so that's part of the reason why. It's all projection. The majority of me talking in these live streams is me projecting about my own life. Anyway, I don't like that, but if I heard that, if he came backwards, and I would probably find it hilarious if it was something where no one else got hurt. Must be why you hate watching me hit on women. I don't hate watching that. That's fine. You're not severely macho, Taylor. You're like a normal dude. A normal dude can still hit on a woman and find her attractive. That's fine. A normal dude doesn't need to try to be like, whoa, so cool. Like, I'm just like, you're dumb. That's all you are. Taylor said Tony is mean in the vid. We cracked up at that. I loved it when he said that too. Who's at the B-dubs near the racetrack? Oh, I am right now. I'm at the B-dubs near the racetrack. Yes, that's right. What's up, Henry? How you doing? We are about to be done with this live stream, although we probably still have a good 10 minutes because I'm walking all the way back to my car. So hang out with us. Gotta go. We'll be live later. Yeah, guys, go check out Droco. They're always live in the evening. I wonder if my girl from Poland is going to be working Calypso again. I don't know. You shot your shot with her before, man. You shot your shot and you lost big time. Man, I just joined. No! I mean, I'm not against going live at B-dubs, especially if you all want to buy me drinks. Will you do a video this season ranking best restaurants at Cedar Point? Oh, I'm sure I will. I usually like to do a couple different ranking videos. Also, I'm planning on doing still a couple ranking videos coming up into the season. So if you guys are wanting to check that out, we may do some beforehand so you know like what the best restaurants are, or at least in my opinion anyway. Show the menu and we donate. Yes, please, maybe not. Yeah, I mean I'm not saying no. That feels very much like I'm taking advantage of you, and I'm not trying to do that. I love it when you guys do want to donate to the channel, of course. I'm not mad about that ever. But I also never want you guys to ever feel like you have to in order to be a part of the channel, if that makes sense. So I've seen a lot of people where it's like, they get going on Patreon and stuff and they just stop doing their normal content. It's like, I don't want that. I want to still see your stuff, you know? I want it to all be hidden behind a paywall. But Patreon is awesome when it allows you to do stuff. Yeah, I'm still alive, Wildcats Revenge. I'm about to be done. We're on our way. This is probably the longest live stream I've done, though. I don't doubt that. I'm also at like 10% battery. I took a 1-hour walk. I did have a drink. So that was one thing that we did. Fun thing is I've gotten my second wind. Sat down for a little bit and then got my second wind back. How many steps are we at now, guys? Let's see here. $22,054. Will you do any videos from Puddin' Bay this year? I already said that recently. Taylor, one of them was, whenever you're at Puddin' Bay, I want to go. That's what I said. So yes, I'm planning on doing that. How's your alcohol tolerance at this point, Trent? No, honestly, not very good. It never has been. I'm Irish. I probably have pretty good alcohol tolerance. But if I've drank anything, no matter what it is, I'm very cautious of that drinking. So no matter what, even when I've had multiple drinks throughout the day, I've never been drunk. So yeah, I'm again pretty conservative when it comes to like drinking stuff. I wish you the best of luck at B-dubs. Don't get drunk. No, I won't. I'll probably have one wild hurt and a whole bunch of wings. that will completely counteract what I just did today. All this walking, completely gone. There will be no reason for it, but it's my reward. Dang it. You can't take this from me. Oh. Trent can answer that for you, Mom Survival. He was there on my last date. Oh, what was this? What's the question? Taylor. No, the girl from Poland told me. We talk. Taylor, I want the story now. Taylor gets to tell. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell Taylor's secrets. Actually, I don't even know which story we're talking about. She asked if I was a player. What's the definition of is? Depends on what the definition of is. When you came to town last month. He's a runner. He's a track star. You guys are hilarious. Oh, sorry. Money talks. Oh, Mom Survival trying to get her way. Ooh, power move. Taylor has lots of women at the shows that he's around who love him. Let's just say that. Spill the tea for the queen. Do you have the inside scoop? If they're going to have Frontier Festival, they are not having the Frontier Festival at all this year. At least it's not on the schedule, which in my opinion means it's not happening. Let's just say I went home with Trent and not with the girl I was on a date with. That's awesome, Taylor. Yeah, Taylor let me come hang out at his house. And the video's not out yet. The night before the video of going to the prison or what was it? The correctional facility, something like that. Rehabilitation, what's it called? Yeah, no Frontier Festival. Well, if she wanted to go home with you, but you went home with Trent. So the next day, he and I hung out and went to this prison that's in the area, the reformatory, yes. And it was so much fun. I just got the video done. It's actually going to be released very soon. So let me know if you guys are itching for that tomorrow. Because I could release it tomorrow. It's possible. But yeah, so are you guys talking? But the night before was wild. We had so much fun. Taylor got to play for another band a couple times. And everywhere he walked, he knew someone else who was just like, Taylor, like, wanted his attention. And he was the celebrity of the night. It was really fun to watch. He was just very much in his element. The only person who was ever called prison front. Well, okay. It's a historic prison, and we got to go see it. So we got to kind of see what's in it, and it's like haunted and kind of freaky and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it was fun. It's not that it's just fun. I'm sure it wasn't a good time for the people who were there, but it was fun to go tour it with Taylor, and it's a beautiful place. Yeah, the Mansfield Reformatory. Yep. It's a beautiful place. Like, it looks like a castle until you get to the prison cells, and then it's not. Yep, the Shawshank prison. So Taylor taught me all about Shawshank Redemption, and he ruined my dreams for a little bit. It was kind of fun. Yeah. Your friend got married there? I feel like that's such a weird place to get married. I'm going to have to go buy a back scratcher because I'm itching for that video. Okay, yeah, so Boardwalk Nights, I think, is... Boardwalk Nights, I know, is happening. And it's going to be very, very fun, I think. I think it's going to be very similar to Cedar Point Nights a couple years ago. So I'm glad to see that back. We had a blast there. It was crazy fun. But yeah, tell them about Denny's at 3 a.m. the night before, after we dropped off Karen. So, so this was actually the closest I've ever been to like actually being like drunk. Taylor was, he and I had been hanging out all night. We didn't video it at all, but we got back at really late, like you said, 3 a.m. And I was in the car with friends of his, and the friends were just like driving, and they were driving crazy fast. He had this big truck, and he's just like whipping around corners, and I'd had like 5 drinks, and Taylor was doing all these green tea shots and was giving me green tea shots. I was like, I'm about to die. And so I was not feeling well. I never like got sick or blacked out or anything, but I was just in the back of this car like, oh, there's too much in my stomach going on. Like, can you settle down a little bit? And I got out of the car, and we started walking in. They left. And he started walking in. Fireball shots too, yeah. And I just kind of stood at the end of his driveway right next to the car.